It's just a crazy idea I had one day.
This Marquee Dragon video is sponsored by Shattered Crystal, game codes, and items.
Hello, I'm Marcus Eichenberry from MarqueeDragon.com, and today I got Ed Fries.
Ed Fries, actually.
Oh,
so yeah, I know
God, I'm messing up already.
We go way back, you and I.
So, yeah, right. Now, your company name is Himself. I have not heard of that company before.
It means I am myself.
You are, okay.
Yes,
so you're independent, you're doing your own thing.
I'm me, yeah. I am Ed Fries.
So what is it, Ed, why are you here at the Login Conference?
See, you don't know.
I don't. I heard you speak this morning and tell us to all sit down and shut up and eat our breakfast.
Yeah. Okay. So who I am? So I used to work at Microsoft. I built Microsoft's game business over many years. I started Internet Gaming Zone. I built Microsoft's game studios, launched games like Age of Empires. I acquired Bungie, did Halo, launched the Xbox. I've
played a few games that you've been involved in.
Yeah. So I retired from Microsoft in 2004, and since then I've just done a whole bunch of different things in gaming that don't involve me
so
having
in this retired
a full-time
life
job.
You're doing okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like Himself. You know, people who know me know I just work for myself. But I actually do a bunch of different things, which I could tell you about or not.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear.
Okay, so the most hands-on thing I do is I run a little company called Fingerprints, and we take.
Oh yeah,
you know what
I know who you are now.
That's my company. So we use 3D color printers to print World of Warcraft characters. And
I need one.
Yeah, everybody needs one. I know.
Yeah. Actually, we actually talked about, because we do a lot of contests and stuff on our YouTube channel and on our websites and stuff. And we talked about how great that would be to be able to ship these anywhere in the world as prizes.
Now you know the guy who does it.
Yeah.
So I do that. I'm one of the owners of a game company called Airtight Games. We just shipped a game called Dark Void for Capcom, and we're working on 3 other games right now in-house. So that's over in Redmond. You know, Seattle's a great area for game development in general. There's more than 150 game companies here, and I've had some part in starting them or helping to start a bunch of them. So I'm always trying to support our local game community.
So you're kind of a pioneer in this industry.
I am, yeah.
So
I published my first games in 1981 on the Atari. So I know
half the people here weren't even born in 1981.
I know, that's scary. And Dave Perry in his last.
I'm not calling you old or nothing.
I know Dave Perry in his last talk said he'd been in the game business for 29 years, and I was sitting there. Oh, that's a long time, and I was like, wait a minute, that's how long I've been in the game business. So
that's awesome.
I did a whole detour where I worked on Excel and Word, so I did some other stuff before.
Boring stuff,
office stuff.
I mean, I'm supposed. Didn't they have the flight simulator in Excel?
Yeah,
are you responsible for that?
Actually, not. That came as a little after my time on Excel that they put that in. So those are a couple companies I'm involved with. I started a company called Fire Ant, which became Sony Online Seattle. I'm on the board of Wild Tangent, which is a local casual game publisher. I'm on the board of a little game company down here in Seattle called Exponential Entertainment that's just starting up. I'm on the board of a company called Canesta, which
you are so busy being a retired guy.
Makes digital depth sensing cameras, and then I'm an advisor to maybe a dozen more companies. So I either have to put myself or I have to put like 37 things.
Yeah, so I own 3 companies.
Yeah, so you understand.
And so I made these business cards up, and they said, and so, you know, of course you put a title on them or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm like, what do I put? So I put entrepreneur.
There you go.
And then half the people couldn't pronounce it. They're like,
I don't know
what
if
do
I
you mean
can spell
entrepreneur?
it. That's my problem.
Oh yeah, I have a hard time spelling it too. But you know, it's just funny because I have the exact same problem.
Right.
And it's like, who am I today?
Right.
And you know what?
The only card I have right now is a Fingerprints card, but I need a generic Himself card because it's not always right to give my Fingerprints card because it's black and weird looking. And every single one is unique, just like our statues. So they all have custom.
You do fun stuff like Habbo does on their cards. Have you ever had a Habbo hotel card?
No, but there's a Habbo guy here. I gotta get his card.
So you hit him up because on the back of his business card it'll have a code. That code equals something in the game that you can only get if you've actually met him.
Nice.
It's pretty slick.
I like
pretty
that.
slick.
That's
Not
a good
that
idea.
I don't play Habbo.
No, I don't either. That's the only
It's like
issue,
a tween game.
I've been,
So.
I got young
But
kids
I'm
at home
sure you
too.
can eBay
That's
it
my
for a
real,
lot of money.
That, by the way, is my real job, is raising my boys. I've got 2 boys, 5 and 8, so
That's cool.
they definitely keep me busy.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the figure printing and so let's explain to people. See, okay, I lit up whenever I heard about it.
So you know what
but
it
there's
is.
a lot of people who don't even know what this is, but it's so cool. So tell me about it.
All right, so first you got to start with what is 3D printing. 3D printers are these machines, they look like copy machines.
If you give me permission to put some pictures of your stuff up on the video,
no problem.
so this is like your verbal permission right now.
Yeah.
I'll blast them right here.
You have my permission.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
no
great.
problem.
Okay, continue on.
And if you need some assets, let me know. But anyway,
I could really use one of those models.
a 3D printer looks like, everybody wants one for free, I don't know.
Oh, I'll pay. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
pay.
all right. www.figureprints.com, it's that simple.
Figure prints.
Figure prints, yeah.
Not fingerprints.
Not fingerprints.
Figure
Prints.
prints.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So these machines, they look like copy machines, but they're really high tech. Instead of producing a 2-dimensional image on a piece of paper, they actually produce a 3-dimensional object, which you would think would be impossible, but it's not. And the way they do it is they spread a thin layer of plaster powder onto a platform, and then inkjet print heads come out just like in a normal printer. In fact, they're HP11 inkjet print heads that come out and they print on that thin layer of this powder as if they were printing on paper. And the ink soaks into the powder and it starts to harden. And then the printer spreads another layer of powder and prints again, another layer of powder, and so on. 250 layers per inch. So it takes about an hour per vertical inch. And after each layer, the platform moves down at 250th
So does
of an
it
inch.
cost more if you're taller?
We don't do the charging that way. It costs us more to make
Okay,
it. But
come on, my dwarf character should be like half price.
Well, we just introduced a bust product, and the busts are all the same size, whereas the statues are in correct size relative to each other. So definitely the Taurens are getting a good deal relative to the gnomes.
Yeah.
I play a gnome in the game, so I feel your pain.
Yeah.
But on the bust, they're all the same size, so the gnomes are actually quite big.
So I think I saw a video of this, and it was like you were washing away stuff, and then all of a sudden there's the statue.
I'll finish explaining. So the platform moves down notch by notch, and so by the end of about 8 to 12 hours, it's all the way down, and the entire bay, which is it's 10 by 14 by 8 inches deep. That entire bay is full of powder. Okay. Then we raise the platform up, and we have to excavate out through the loose powder to get to the finished product. So. That's actually a job. It's a real skill job. You have to be very careful in
because you can run it and have to start over, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've done that. That's why they don't let me touch the printer.
Yeah, there's some things at my company that they don't let me do.
No, my hands are too shaky for that. It's all right.
Yeah.
But we have people who do it all day long. They're very good at it. They excavate your figure out, and it comes out of there, as you've seen, and it's printed in color, so it's colored right there. So and with exactly your armor and weapons with the same textures right out of the game.
So I know this works for like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But other games?
We only do World of Warcraft right now.
Oh man. I'm playing Star Trek Online, and I really like my little Enterprise ship.
I know some guys from ArenaNet were just talking to me about Guild Wars. We're definitely talking to other people, but right now World of Warcraft is the biggest game in the world. Yeah. And that's what our stuff supports. So
that is awesome.
So it's a fun business. Yeah.
So figure prints. I'll actually put a link to it in the video here. And
we have a whole video on the website that shows how it's made. You can watch the different steps.
Yeah, I know that when I saw it, I instantly knew it was cool, and I wanted one sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
So
it's just a crazy idea I had one day. It's like, let's make this company.
It's an awesome idea.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ed, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. I'm really glad to have met you.
All right, great.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone defines our lives, and everything we do we're alive. I know we'll be alright, 'cause we're here.